fixed, and I don't give a damn if I get fined because that shit cheap, and I am tired of the shit. Because I've been nice and I've been humble with it, but I am tired of the shit.
Back a little bit. You can't want to be the villain. You can't pride yourself in being the villain, and then you lose, and all of a sudden.
Stephen A. Smith has officially had enough of Angel Reese. After weeks of on-court meltdowns, social media drama, and sponsorship deals slipping away, he just delivered one of his harshest rants yet. From calling her a distraction to comparing her directly with Caitlin Clark, Smith is painting a brutal picture of a star on the brink. Tonight, we break down the sponsorship fallout, the rising rivalries, and whether Angel Reese is sabotaging her own career.
Clearly, it's something that a lot of people can't take. So if it's something that you can't take, maybe you shouldn't expose yourself to the backlash.
Stephen blasted Reese for what he calls self-inflicted wounds. He pointed out the irony. Reese had every chance to use her popularity to elevate the Chicago Sky and the WNBA. Instead, her tantrums have become free content for her critics. With a 5-13 record, sponsors circling with hesitation, and a string of embarrassing headlines, Smith says Reese is handing ammo to every sports talk show in the country.
What's not debatable is the fact that Caitlin Clark has handled her branding extremely well. Whereas with Angel Reese, sometimes you find yourself scratching your head and wondering what the hell she's doing. Like that photo right there.
This was the breaking point, the now infamous clipboard slap. In a tense final minute, Reese lashes out, knocking VP and Crosby's clipboard. What should have been a private frustration turned into a viral PR disaster. Stephen A. called it the perfect metaphor for her career. Reckless, disrespectful, and self-sabotaging.
It's not about black and white. It's about that white player and that black player. Why? Because of the history that they had before they came to the WNBA.
Then Stephen A. pulled out the receipts. With Caitlin Clark on the floor, WNBA games triple in viewership. Ticket prices spike. Merchandise sells out and the league's relevance surges. Meanwhile, Angel Reese spends more time beefing with refs and rivals than capitalizing on the momentum. Instead of protecting the golden goose, as Stephen A. put it, Reese and others are plucking its feathers.
Chicago Sky stink. They stink. I don't really know why they stink because I liked a lot of these players.
This is where the real damage shows. Multiple reports suggest regional sponsors are reevaluating contracts with Reese. In professional sports, brand money often outweighs salaries, and those deals come with morality clauses. Clipboard slaps, Twitter antics, and viral tantrums don't exactly scream safe investment. Contrast that with Caitlin Clark, who's signing deals with Nike, State Farm, and Gatorade. The gap is widening and fast.
Yes, but that has to be fixed, and I don't give a damn if I get fined because that's cheap, and I am tired of this. Because I've been nice and I've been humble with it, but I am tired of this shit.
Lost in the chaos is Shakira Austin, the teammate whose missed free throws triggered Reese's meltdown. Austin has quietly earned respect for her composure under pressure. While Reese trends for drama, Austin has built a reputation for professionalism. The irony is glaring. Reese's tantrum didn't just hurt her. It highlighted Austin's maturity.
Reese had never waved her hand in her face when LSU was beating Iowa for in the Final Four of the national championship. If that hadn't happened, Angel Reese's name might not be as big. Yeah.
This isn't an isolated incident. Reese's resume now includes trash talk controversies with Caitlin Clark, profanity-laced rants about referees, and social media posts that amplify the drama. Instead of headlines about triple-doubles, she's making news for tantrums, ejections, and no-shows. The most damaging part, Stephen A. says it's starting to define her career.
Be criticized, or she is wrong. What I'm saying is by pulling it down, clearly you felt there was something.
When Reese skipped the Sky vs. Fever game in Indiana, speculation exploded. Officially, it was a back injury. But this is the same arena she previously called unsafe after hearing a bizarre fan yodel. Whether legit or not, the optics were brutal. For critics like Stephen A., this was another example of how Reese fuels controversy instead of silencing it.
I think we fought really hard. It's tough when you talk to officials and I ask them hey, we only shot 2 free throws. We only went to the free throw line twice up into the fourth quarter, and she tells me it's not her job. So I know it's frustrating because I know how hard.
Stephen A. Smith just went nuclear on Angel Reese, calling her the WNBA's next jealous teammate after she reportedly cost herself millions in sponsorship deals. From on-court tantrums to viral disrespect to now corporate backlash, this might be the biggest meltdown of her career. But how did we get here? And why is Stephen A. comparing her directly to Caitlin Clark in front of the entire nation? Tonight, we break it all down.
Last week. Is she going to play this season? Probably not. Probably not. Like, you're not going to risk someone for a back injury to come back when they're not going to make the playoffs. You're not going to do that. I'm going to be honest. Like, there's no way.
On national TV, Stephen A. didn't hold back. He shredded Reese for trying to build her image as the league's villain, only to collapse under pressure when things didn't go her way. According to Stephen A., this isn't about wins or losses anymore. It's about branding, discipline, and respect.
Either waiting for the, for the WNBA draft, maybe you're just going to say, you know what, we're going to go and trade.
Behind the scenes, Reese's outbursts are starting to cost her big. Sponsorship insiders now question whether major brands still want their logo tied to her name. The infamous clipboard slap against Chicago VP of basketball operations wasn't just bad optics, it was PR suicide. In contrast, Caitlin Clark's clean image and consistent professionalism have made her the league's most bankable star. The numbers don't lie. While Clark's deals are rising, Reese's are quietly evaporating.
Like about the backlash. Clearly, it's something that a lot of people can't take. So if it's something that you can't take, maybe you shouldn't expose yourself to the backlash and provoking the backlash.
This is what Stephen A. called the clipboard slap heard around the WNBA. Final minute, Sky versus Mystics. Tensions high. Instead of leading her team, Reese loses control, swatting the clipboard out of VP and Crosby's hands on live TV. For Stephen A., this was the perfect metaphor for her career. Destructive, disrespectful, and self-sabotaging. To make matters worse, Reese doubled down on social media, posting emojis instead of an apology.
If y'all don't give us what we want, we sit out.
That's a possibility.
Then are you willing to admit how stupid it was for y'all not to go all in and elevate Caitlin?
And it wasn't just one night. Less than 48 hours earlier, Reese blasted referees in a profanity-filled rant after another loss, painting herself as the victim instead of taking accountability. This isn't new. From LSU's national championship trash talk against Caitlin Clark to post-game reality TV-style interviews, Angel Reese has built her reputation on drama. But in the WNBA, where image equals paycheck, that's a dangerous gamble.
Me, Ariel, I know we belong also.
Stephen A.'s frustration isn't just about Angel Reese. It's about what she represents. In his words, Caitlin Clark has handled her branding extremely well, while Reese has turned into a walking headache. For the league, it's a tale of two rookies. One boosting ratings, selling out arenas, and winning sponsors. The other racking up technicals, feuds, and headlines for all the wrong reasons.
Listen, she's a beautiful young lady. And there's a lot of beautiful young ladies in the WNBA. But when you do that, you can't come down the line and complain about being objectified.
According to league insiders, sponsorship contracts include morality clauses. That means tantrums, suspensions, and viral disrespect can trigger brands to pull out. Reese's antics have already caused hesitation. Insiders claim at least 2 regional sponsors are reevaluating deals after her recent blowups. And here's the kicker. Once one brand drops you, others follow. Stephen A. Smith called it a perfect storm of bad performance, bad PR, and bad vibes.
And when you do stuff like that, and you're drawing attention to yourself because of that, that can be problematic.
One thing is clear. Angel Reese has the talent to dominate, but unless she fixes her attitude, her career may be remembered more for chaos than championships. And when even Stephen A. Smith, the king of sports controversy, calls you out, you know the clock is ticking. Do you think Reese can turn it around before it's too late? Or has Caitlin Clark already taken the crown as the face of the WNBA?
So therefore, even more attention could have come and y'all could have reaped the benefits. Higher television ratings, higher attendance figures. Ladies and gentlemen, that doesn't come courtesy of a league. It comes courtesy of the players that play in the league. And in her case, she was the most popular, which means she could have helped your bottom line, which means you should have seen that from day one and maximized it.